So I'm back at the Riverside allotment. It's a couple of days later. And firstly, I'm going to show you what I actually did after I said I was going the last time I was here in the evening. You might remember the sun was going down. I had a sudden burst of energy and I thought I'll just get on and get the weeds out of those beds. And it's so much easier to do here than it is in my townside allotment where there's all that couch grass. It was just a case of kind of cutting it all out. And anyway, I'm really pleased with how clear I got them. I mean, it's not perfect, but they're ready to go, more or less. So that was good. And today you've just seen me wheel in, firstly, another couple of bags of compost and some herbs, lots of different herbs and some really unusual ones that I want to put in the big metal bed to make that into a really nice fragrant herb bed. Probably won't use a lot of it for culinary purposes because it's always a bit of a faff, isn't it, taking herbs home, because you want herbs when you want them at home. But just for the pleasure of having it here and probably for attracting pollinators and all of those sorts of things. So I just think it would be lovely to have a nice herb bed. So I'll talk you through that in a minute. Let's have a look at what I did with my weeding first, because I'm very proud of it. I mean, I say I'm really proud of it. I can already see loads of things coming up already. And I think I had just about done this one when I was saying goodbye earlier. But yeah, I more or less cleared that bed. I more or less cleared that bed, that bed. And I gave that one a pretty good weed, the one in the corner. And the currant patch too. And I finished, which I hadn't done before, the end of that bed. So yeah, they all need another quick going over, but the bulk of the work is done and they're ready to receive things. I say that, but I think what I might do is bring some compost in, more compost, and top up each of the layers, certainly of these metal beds, because they've dropped a lot since I first made them last year. What do you have in your wheelbarrow, you may well ask? And I've brought up some sweet peas. Some of my sweet peas, in fact, probably my less impressive sweet peas, because I want to grow the other ones that are more for competition purposes at the other site. But here they're just for prettiness and they are not looking at all happy in these loo rolls any longer, so I'm going to put them out. Plus I've brought the 3 nasturtium plants, and I don't know if you remember, you probably won't, but I grew these from a seed packet that looked absolutely disintegrated, and they've come up beautifully, but they're desperately needed planting out, so I'm going to plant those in the same bed with the sweet peas. That's the bed at the front of the allotment. And these are all of the herbs. I think I introduced you to them in the greenhouse earlier, so I've got lots of different thymes. What have I got here? Gold thyme, pink thyme, creeping, what's that? Yeah, creeping thyme, orange thyme. What's this one? Is that thyme? No, that's a chocolate mint, that one. Yeah, you get the gist. Lots of interesting scents and smells. It actually smells wonderful. So those are going to go in this bed, which I will do a final clear out. I was obviously very tired when I was doing the weeding, but yeah, I did the bulk of it. Not bad. I also wasn't quite clear what I was pulling out. I mean, I'm not sure whether that plant there, get into focus, whether that plant there and that one over there and that one growing in the middle of the parsley are in fact calendula that have self-seeded. I don't know. It could be daisies. I think they're more likely to be daisies, actually. Yeah, and the daisies are over there. So yeah, they can come out. Right, so the planting is of those is one job. And I've also brought with me, I thought, yeah, I've got a couple of bags of potatoes here. Why not have another couple? It's also quite good for sitting on top of grass and squashing it. So yeah, I'm going to put another couple of bags of potatoes in as well. So first of all, I'm going to just get out anything that hasn't been consciously planted. This is where I need my bucket, but my bucket's not here because I took it home. It's really clever, isn't it? What can I use? What can I use? I'll have to use a compost bin lid. What's that? I think that's a bangle wurzel. Have I just cut it there? It doesn't look like I've just cut it there. It looks like it's been cut before. Or a very big beetroot. Interesting. Now I'm reaching some of the twigs at the bottom here. I'm going to have to top this up with the compost. In fact, I might just leave, as I'm going to top it up, I might just leave the leaves that I'm cutting out just to contribute to the compost itself. Hang on, there's a label there. What does that say? Oh, that was a particular sort of tomato. Right. I shall leave those there. And I shall pop in some compost. Really good topping up. Probably enough, actually. I don't even need to use the whole bag. So that's ready to get the herbs in there. I shall go and get my hurry knife and get them all in. So this is an edible ditander. Prefers a sunny site. The more sun, the hotter the leaves, but can have some shade. Grow in the pot or the ground. Clusters of small white flowers in the summer, leaves and flowers. Edible. So I think I'll put the edible ones near the front. If that's a good logic or not. Okay, let's pop you in. I'm going to put, because I should have done labels beforehand, but for now I'm going to put the pot next to them and then I'll do the labels afterwards. Okay, bergamot, hardy perennial for a well-drained site and full sun. Beautiful red flowers in the summer, loved by bees. Can be grown in the ground or the pot. Leaves and flowers edible. Okay, it's a bit dry. Give these all a good watering when I've popped them in. Oh, this is just such a delight to do. Now, kind of herbs, but kind of not. They're labelled herbs anyway, but it's wild strawberry. So don't really need much introduction for that. Let's put that at the front. Can have its own label. Release that pot. Not being very good, am I? That pot needs to stay there so I know what it is. Otherwise I'll completely forget. Pulsatilla. This one is not edible, but it's used medicinally. Okay. Put this one at the back. It's also because it's got a nice tall flower, which is rather beautiful already. Okay. Pot with it. Okay, so I've hit an obstacle. This is wintergreen, but as it likes an acid soil, it is best grown in a pot unless you have ericaceous soil. I'm going to put this next to my blueberry over there because that also likes ericaceous soil, and I will therefore remember to top it up with ericaceous compost. So that's not going in here. Right, this is a chocolate mint. So that's also got its own label. That's handy. Put that next to the parsley, I think. Okay, and have its label. So this is another pulsatilla. So that's a pulsatilla. I'm going to assume this one is also not edible. It doesn't actually tell me, but as it's the same name as that one, I'm going to put it next to it and not eat it. It should look nice together. Put that pot there. I'm kind of saving the time for the middle, I think. That's the plan anyway, if there is such a thing as a plan. It's this one, Self-Heal. Now that's another medicinal one, so I might put that and in between, no, yeah, in between these two. So this one's called Motherwort. Again, it doesn't say it's edible. So unless it says it's edible, I'm going to assume it's not. Check. Read up on it. Okay. That pot. So this one is called Soapwort, and it says it needs a lot of space. It's hardy perennial. I think I'm going to plant this in the woodland area, actually, just to be like a shrub rather than in the herb bed. So that's the Soapwort, not going in here. And similarly for the milk thistle, I'm going to do that as well. It is actually a hardy annual, but it's self-seed. So if I put it in, we should get some flowers this year. And maybe it'll self-seed for next, but I'll do that in the woodland area. Yeah, I don't know, valerian. I'm going to put that in here. Sort of torn as to whether to put that in the woodland plot as well, actually. No, I'm going to put it in here. Go for it. This is all quite random, my decision making, really. Oh. God, I can't believe how dry these are. I really watered them yesterday, so it really makes me worried about all the rest of the plants in my greenhouse that I think have been watered and then haven't. Nearly onto the time. So this is wormwood, also known as Artemisia. Cola. Okay, it's a cola scented one. Yeah, for the scent. That's what I wanted here, wasn't it? I wanted scented things, so let's put this in here. And of course, there's people doing woodwork, chopping down trees and things across the river, so you probably can't hear me. Just going to carry on. So yeah, 5 times gold. Let's go through them again. Gold, pink, rose scented. I've just pulled out creeping thyme and orange thyme. Right, the creeping one is going to go at the front. That's another piece of beetroot there. Okay. Then the gold thyme. It's going to go here. This pink chintz thyme. Oh, it's very little indeed. And similarly, this rose scented thyme. I think I got these ones that come with the labels. I think I got from Urban Herbs. They're rather like their range of things. So that's rose scented. Get rid of these. And finally, you can go. Where's it going to go? Oh, don't know. Haven't placed that very well, have I? Got to move this one. Move that to there. Go on. Sorry about that, mate. And then this one. I've just knocked that off again, haven't I? That goes there. Oh, there. Oh, think that's done, apart from the labels now and the watering. One herb bed. So I've labelled them all up now, and there we have a nice little herb bed. The parsley having got off to a good start last year, and a bit of rather sick little rosemary as well. That valerian already looks a little bit squashed, doesn't it? But they'll work it out. They'll work it out. So I think that's going to smell lovely and be really attractive to pollinators throughout the summer. Let's see anyway. Really pleased with that. So I've been here several hours now. You can possibly see it look like I've got a suntan. Oh, look at the colour of the clouds behind me. That's slightly ominous. Maybe it is time to finish up after all. So I've just cracked on with things because it always takes me such a long time to set up the camera. Not a very good YouTuber, am I? So I'm going to just show you some of the things I've done. One of the things is, actually, I've been trying to sort out my trail cam. So my trail cam is just here. And one of the troubles is that the plants, when the plants move, they set it off. So like that comfrey, I've just tried to, well, it's looking a bit wonky, so I've tried to move it away from the comfrey. And then in some other plants as well. And I've done a bit of weeding, which might help with that. But yeah, that's been something I've been trying to solve. I've also had a bit of a go at doing some weeding in the woodland plot. So I have done a lot. As ever, when you come to show it, you think, oh God, that's a massive bit I've missed there, like that bit of grass there. But anyway, it's better than it was. And I've also popped in those, the milk thistle and soapwort plants that I decided not to put in the trough. So yeah, they're all settled in there. I think I just have to share with you another view of these beautiful anemones. I just can't get over them. They are absolutely stunning. I have taken the gone to seed pak choi out of this bed and left just the broad beans. I've done a bit of weeding of that bed. Oh, half a job. I started this bed and haven't quite finished it, but I think the reason I stopped it is I got terribly excited because I have an asparagus shoot coming up. So yeah, I will need to come back and finish this bed. I can't see, I mean, I can possibly see another one or two. It's going to have to be very careful weeding this bed so I don't chop the asparagus off. And I can't get too excited because I can't actually eat it this year because I need to let it settle for another year or so. I have planted up 2 more bags of early potatoes. So these are Duke of Yorks, which are first earlies. And over there, I've got Charlottes, which are second earlies. I've had to really work out where to put them, to be honest, because I'm running out of space. I've cut back a bit the bramble that was growing up this fence because I've got a lovely, I'm not sure whether it's a clematis or a honeysuckle. I think it's a honeysuckle actually, but something that has finally taken. I put it in 2 years ago and it's finally growing up the fence. Oh, but look. There, look. A little yellow ladybird. Oh, Pete's going out of focus, isn't he? Little yellow ladybird. Now I'm debating whether and when to remove these rather spectacular dead heads of the globe artichokes, but that's not going to happen today. I have been over this big bed with a hoe, so the weeds that you can see are just lying there deaded. And the other main job I have done today is I have put out some of my sweet peas here. So I've put these little cane obelisks up and hammered them in. Used my hurry knife to hammer them in, and then I've put sweet pea plants around them. So let's hope we get some nice sweet peas. And then the 3 little nasturtium plants I've put in here. 1, 2, 3. So that should be a nice flower bed. And I think that's about all I've done. It doesn't sound like much, does it? It feels like I've been doing stuff for ages. So yeah, that's my little plot here. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. I have done some filming up at the other plots, so we'll see that next. In the meantime, have a good gardening week. See you soon. Bye bye.